already made some fritters and now I'm making some fried dumplings. And okay, I prepared my flour and my ingredients in the flour, alright? I'm going to put in some salt in that. But I'm sure I did put some salt, I'm not too sure, so I can taste it, you know. Doesn't matter. No, there's no salt in there. I was still washing my hands. Okay, washing my hands again. Okay, let's get clean towels to dry my hands. When you're working with flour, what you must do, just make sure that your hands are clean and your fingernails are clean, because your hands are the carriers of bacteria. And also, when you have rings on your fingers, I see like people use the rings in the flour and they're just using it and they will have a watch on their hand and the flour is in there. Now, the rings carries bacteria as well. The watch carries bacteria as well. So I'm going to remove my rings. I remove my rings because I'm going to be using my hands, okay? So now that I'm going to add the salt. I didn't add the salt, did I?
No.
I'm just going to add a little bit pinch of salt, not too much salt, remember? Too much salt. I think that's about it, not too much salt. And I don't like to be using my hands down into the flour and then like this. So what I usually do, I usually use a fork or a spoon and mix with my water, pour my water in, and then I mix. Okay? You gotta be clean when you're doing things in the kitchen, especially it's going in your internal system. You've got to be clean and you've got to be careful, because as I say, if you take notice of all these things that you're doing, like in your cooking and everything, and you've got to make sure that you don't pick up bacteria into your stomach. Because once the bacteria is in your stomach, okay, we do have bacteria in our stomach, but you know, the good ones. The bad ones fight against the good ones. So I use a fork and I mix it around like this. Okay, you don't put your hands in it. And the only time you're going to put your hands in it is if you're going to combine it together. Maybe I put a little bit too much water in there now, so I don't know, but I need some more, a little bit of flour over it. So this is what you do. You use a spoon or you use a fork. I decided to use a fork now because I usually use a spoon. Okay? This is the dough. Look, the dough's here. Could you please turn on the fire for me? That's the dough.
Huh?
Turn the fire for me, please, on the pot. And do we need some more oil?
Yes,
A little bit more. Just a fraction. That's it. Right, now this is the time that I'm going to use my hands. My hands are already washed, my rings are off my fingers, my fingernails are clean, and you do your kneading up now, right? Combine it together like this. I normally put it in the fridge to chill a little bit, but I'm not going to do that now. And I usually have a drink when I'm cooking, but not alcohol. I don't do alcohol. But I don't have a drink with me like water or any juice or anything. So this is what it looks like. Okay? Easy, easy peasy. That's all you need to do. Take your rings off. Make sure your hands are clean. Scrub your fingernails. Scrub your hands. Because your hands are carriers of bacteria. And as I say, when you contracted bacteria to your food, then it goes into your stomach, and then you started getting stomachache, and you're wondering what's happening to you, what happened. Then you're running to the hospital, and you're doing vomiting and diarrhea, and you're wondering where it comes from. It comes from the hole. You've got to be very, very careful. Gotta make sure that your kitchen is clean, utensils are clean, everything is clean, your bathroom is clean, and everything is clean, okay? You will live a healthy life. Okay, so I'm coming over this side now, and let's just get these first lobs in here. Is it this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So I will split this in half, and I'm not going to make them small or too big because I want to come out the kitchen. I want to come off my feet. I've been in the kitchen for a long time, since it was 6 o'clock this morning. So I just do this. You don't need to get your nails in it. The only thing you do is just roll it like this. Okay? Roll it like this. Roll it round. Press down. Press down, and then you put it in the pot. If you want, you can do them a bit more thinner as well. So you get your dough and you put it in the palm of your hand and you roll clockwise. Not anti-clockwise, clockwise this way. So I'm going to press them out a little bit more. And I don't want to burn my fingers either. It's good to learn to do your cooking properly. I teach all my children to cook, so I have no worries about them cooking. You gotta teach them when they're small, let them know the morals of cooking and things and hygiene and everything. So when they get their own place, they know exactly what to do. And their husbands can't say that their mother never teach them anything. Especially the girls. So this is what we do, teach our children. Yeah? That's our children, so we teach them.
Cause for high blood pressure can be identified. The condition is described as secondary hypertension. Among the known causes of secondary hypertension, kidney disease ranks highest. Hypertension can also be triggered by tumors or other abnormalities.
So they're coming on. I don't know why you want to use your rings in your on your fingers when you're doing cooking. Remove your rings, they carry bacteria. Let's try this. Oops, to see if, oh, look at my beautiful fritters. Look at them. Look. That's what I made. Let's try and turn these over. Oh, they're getting brown, ain't they? So you can just like do this. You can do like little thing like this. Yeah. Try not to let the pot burn you or whatever, because as I say that I always getting burned by the cooker. So we turn it down a fraction. Just turn it down a fraction. So again, your dough in your hands and you just roll it clockwise.
Be edified by the word of God and accept your special invitation to listen to Power in This Region. Join me, listen
Right.
on NCU FM as we read the whole Bible in chronological order, one chapter each day. Sunday to Sabbath, 5:30 a.m. with a repeat at 9:30 p.m. So join me daily for this wonderful experience on NCU FM, your education.
See, they're coming so nice and brown now. Look. And they're looking very lovely. Should we do it a little bit more fraction? Fraction? Speed it up a bit. I've only got 3 left. Been busy this morning. Roasted 3 breadfruits, made some fritters, and Now I'm doing fried dumplings. I have my guest here. My guest here. So I'm preparing for my guest. He's not the only guest. I've got 2 other guests in their rooms. So I've got guests here. And I like to look after my guests. In order for them to be comfortable. Right, this is a little bit of the edges. And then you could do this. They're very soft. Very, very soft indeed. When I first started using this flour, I didn't know what to do. Because it's not the flour like what we have at home, like self-raising flour. So therefore I have to put like baking powder in here. And I done some fried dumplings and they said, oh my God, these are so tough, like wow, how comes? And one person said to me, no, you've got to put baking powder in it. I said, oh, what is it? Oh my goodness. I didn't know you got to put baking powder in your flour. Yeah, so. Let's get a bowl. And then when you have your bowls and your things, don't mount them up in your house. You need to use them. You need to use them. I'm going to be taking these ones out now because they're getting a little bit. Let's rinse this out again. It's within the unit, so that's the reason why I rinse it out. So I'm taking these ones out now. It smells nice. And then put some more in there. And then we will done. Almost there. Almost. And then it's just going to be tidying up. Can you play guitar? I can.
Can play?
Yeah, I'm self-taught.
Yeah, what fizzle?
I have guitar in England. I got 3 guitars in England. I got 2 acoustic guitars, and I have 1 electric guitar.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I
She's
write
so brilliant.
I write my songs as well. Yeah, I write my songs as well.
Nice.
You know, like when the COVID-19 was around,
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do, so I just said to myself, I'm gonna start playing the guitar.
Okay.
And I couldn't. I used to like. I went to college to do this guitar. But I never carried it through, so the girls were getting on and I wasn't getting on with my guitar, and I went, oh, that's it now, I'm not doing it anymore. I gave up. And then when I left it for a little while, and I went back to it. And the book, because I bought this nice guitar book in London, and I was kind of like reading the notes and everything. Yeah, reading the notes and everything. And I can play it now.
1 in a million.
Yeah, I can play the guitar. So my good and faithful subscribers, thank you so much for watching my video, and like, share and subscribe, to my channels. Please give your thumbs up for me. Yeah, and very good comments, as I say. No derogatory. I have to be saying that because I've been reading some people's comments, and it's like derogatory comments, so no derogatory. I'm very strict on that. Thank you so much. Thank you.